then we get some weird looking choir. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a choir, but I don't know. They were dressed, I wouldn't say Seth weird, but they were, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But they're out here and they're chanting, oh, 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 like whatever the beginning of Seth's music is. And Seth comes out wearing, again, Seth Rollins doing Seth Rollins, ridiculous gear. Cool, whatever. And he makes his way down to the ring and he's hamming it up Seth Rollins style. I love this Seth Rollins. Didn't like Messiah crazy Seth Rollins, but I love this crazy Seth Rollins. I think he plays this version of the crazy Seth phenomenal. Phenomenal. We're standing in the ring and he's yelling, who is it? Who's coming out? Who's my opponent? And then we hear all this pyro starts going off. Lights dim. Here, Cody's theme. I always forget how it starts, like America's, or it says pro wrestling's only first family or something like that. And then his theme song starts playing. And everybody goes nuts. American Nightmare graphics on every screen in this building. And earlier, when Stephanie was out on the ramp, people noticed a little trap door behind her. I and others thought, oh, well, when they do the Hall of Fame stuff, Undertaker's going to come up from it. No, that was for Cody because he got not only his theme song, but he got his AEW entrance. Not only did he get his AEW entrance coming up from the frickin' floor. Okay, thank you, JJ. He says, wrestling has more than one royal family. Thank you. I always forget what that is, what they say. But it comes up from the floor. They shoot it just like an AEW with the camera going up at him as he's coming up slowly. And he's walking down to the ring and he's hamming it up. This crowd is going ape shit bananas. They're loving Cody. For all you haters that said, well, you saw Cody's last 6 to 10 months in AEW. Everyone hated him. They booed him. What kind of reaction do you think the WWE fans are going to give him? WWE fans love this man. This man, I was getting goosebumps. I've still got him thinking about it. How big of a reaction this man got. He walks down halfway down the ramp. More pyro goes off. He does like, kind of thing that he usually does in his entrance. And then Mike Rome does his best Justin Roberts, making his way into the ring, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Mike Rome does his best Justin Roberts. Cody comes down, does the rest of his entrance. It's literally a carbon copy of his AEW reference other than the chandelier coming up. It's his entire AEW entrance, from music to the way it's shot to the way the ring announcer says it. This was great. I loved this. This was fantastic. And maybe it was because of the building they're in. It was WrestleMania, 77,000 people. Of course, he's going to get a big reaction. AEW's never had this big of a crowd. But I said it. I'll say it. More people have said it too on Twitter. Biggest reaction Cody's ever gotten in his career. Bigger than when he was previously in WWE. Bigger than anything he got outside of WWE, ROH, Impact, New Japan, AEW. Biggest reaction Cody's ever gotten. And I get it. You're going to say, well, duh. There was over 70,000 people in that building. It was WrestleMania. Of course he's going to get a big, massive pop like that. Not particularly for 100% certain. He could have got a good reaction going, oh, Cody's back. But he got a fantastic reaction from this crowd. And Seth's got this look on his face in the ring like, oh, you son of a bitch. What the fuck? The fans break out and do a loud Cody chant. Loud Cody chant during Seth's entrance, and then after, when Cody was in the ring, they also started chanting American Nightmare and more Cody chants. The two squared off. The fans broke into another Cody chant. Like, they started chanting Cody, Cody, Cody. Then the two came together and they got quiet. Tie up, Cody chants again. Rhodes had the early advantage with a side headlock and an arm drag. He then did the cartwheel into the Stardust Stardust. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Rollins then fought back, but Rhodes recovered and dropped down. Caught Rollins with a right hand. Fans broke into another loud Cody chant. Rollins then went for the pedigree, but Rhodes escaped and attempted the crossroads. They fought over a suplex in the ring, and then both men fell out of the ring over the top ropes. That looked like, oof, that hurt me watching them take that spot. That hurt me watching them take that spot. At this point, commentators pushed out Cody Rhodes as one of the highest ring IQs of anybody in this business. Rhodes slowed the pace down and worked over Rollins' arm. Rhodes went for a flying crossbody. Cody kicked him in the ribs. Cody falls to the floor and starts telling the ref, my rib. You can hear him because the camera's right on him. He's like, my ribs. And I go, uh-oh. No. He's just selling. Rollins takes over and starts working over Rhodes. He's kicking the ribs. He's punching the ribs. And then we hear him say, welcome back to the big leagues, bitch. As Rollins slows down the pace with the bear hug, targeting the ribs. Rhodes then fought back. He had a power slam and a clothesline to the floor. Followed this up the suicide dive, sending Rollins into over the announce table. Rhodes then hit a moonsault off the top for a close near fall. Rhodes jumped off the apron, but Rollins caught him and gave him a power bomb onto the barricade. He followed this up with a super kick and a Falcon Arrow for a near fall. Rollins then avoided the stomp twice. Rhodes avoided the stomp twice and went for the crossroads. Rollins escaped, but Rhodes hit the crossroads for a very close near fall. Fans again, Cody, great Cody chant. This WWE fan base thinks they treated him like original AEW fans treated him. Like he was the greatest thing in this business. Like Cody was getting the reaction tonight that he got when AEW first started, when they thought that, he was in charge of that company more than Tony. So desperate Rhodes climbs to the top rope, but Rollins cuts him off. Rollins gave Rhodes a reverse suplex into a slam for a very close near fall. Fans start chanting, "This is awesome," as some of the crowd is chanting for Cody still. Rhodes then avoided a Phoenix Splash, but Rollins rolled through. Rollins then went for the pedigree. Rhodes escaped. Rollins set up for the pedigree, and the fans popped. Instead, Rhodes hit a powerbomb and a Cody Cutter, a fire-looking Cody Cutter, for a very close near fall. Rhodes didn't really know what to do next. Rollins took advantage and hit a pedigree for a close near fall. This is when Dustin Rhodes, his brother, would send out a tweet stating, "Fuck the pedigree." He just said it. Fuck the pedigree. So, where was I? They traded rights in the middle of the ring. Fans cheered for Rhodes and booed for Rollins. Yeah, boo. Rollins then yelled it, "This is my company." He hit a forearm to the back of the head. Rhodes recovered and hit true crossroads. Went for a third, but let Rollins go. Rhodes then paid homage to his father. He did the flip, flop, fly, and the bionic elbow. He then hit the third crossroads, picked up the victory, and this crowd went bananas. Ape shit bananas. Bigger than when he first came out. He got a huge, massive reaction when his music played. Then when he came up through the floor. Then when he won, got even a bigger reaction. These people think, people used to say, "Oh, the AEW fans, they think Cody's a god." Frick, hell, the WWE fans think Cody's a god. Unless there were just a lot of AEW fans there. These people thought Cody was the greatest thing ever with the reactions he was getting. Holy hell. I thank Luke Mike for the super chat. Says, "I thought it was funny when WWE said Cody is WWE." So, this was great. This was phenomenal. This was fantastic. We also do know Cody's bride was there with him as well. After the match took place, Randy actually tweeted out this photo and said, "Proud of this man, heart, hashtag WrestleMania 38. This is them standing under the stage before Cody went up. Very cool. Very, very cool. Brandy was down there with him in those final moments before he went out in front of the actual crowd. That's awesome. Don't know if they had Liberty there with them either, their daughter. But regardless, that was a moment that they shared and they will remember forever. Also, I do want to read one other thing here, because Cody did actually speak with the ringer after the match. Cody spoke with the Ringer Wrestling Show. Cody wished AEW the best as he moves on to a new chapter in his life, stating, quote, "I'm proud of AEW. I'm so proud of Matt, Nick, and Kenny, and I really want to see Tony move forward. No bad blood, in the best ways, and all the respect in the world. But the decision to come here was the easiest decision I ever made. It was just time. The show is doing well. Wrestlers are getting paid that weren't getting paid, and I had a small part in making that happen. Maybe a big part. I don't know. Depends on who you ask. I'm so proud of it, but it's one of those things. How much are you going to do for everybody else until you say, I want one for me? I feel like that tonight. It felt really good." When asked about the deal and when it came together, Cody said, "One of the most special parts of it was Bruce Pritchard and the chairman himself, Vince McMahon, flew down to meet with him. They didn't fly Cody to Stanford. They flew to him. Had the meeting not led to anything, had it just been a conversation about wrestling, sports, entertainment, so fun. Just a conversation on that. It would have been great closure on the last loop. I left here on the worst of terms. I talked all smack on earth, but none of it mattered. It was just, quote, you went out and you did it. I remember saying, quote, I had to be me. It has to be Kingdom. It has to be the American Nightmare. To hear Vince say, quote, well, it's not broke. That's what we're buying. Just vindication." Oh, and I'm reading this for the first time with you guys. For Vince to tell him that when he said, I have to do what I've been doing. It can't be like your guys' stuff. Vince tell him, basically, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Holy hell. Cody goes on to state, spent all the time trying to prove the people wrong who doubted you and prove people right who were on board with you. In that moment, it was closure on the first loop and excitement for the next. It's pretty clear what I came to do. Pretty clear there's unfinished business. For my family, there's something we never got. And I want to be the one to get it. Talk about that WWE Championship. There's more to this. We will post up on our website after this on pwunlimited.co. I'll post everything from the interview, all the different quotes and so forth. But, man, that's some great things to hear. That's some great things to hear. For Vince to basically tell him, quote, from what Cody said, quote, I have to be me. It has to be Kingdom. It has to be the American Nightmare. And for Vince to say, quote, well, it's not broke. That's what we're buying. What do you call that? Vindication. Wow. Wow. I did not expect to read that and hear Cody say that in this interview. And for him to say, easiest decision I've ever made, buddy boy, here for it. I can't wait to see where this goes. I really can't.